Hello, my name's Andy Brassell and I'll be here on Guardian Football every week going through the very best of La Liga. Plenty to enjoy this weekend, the first Madrid derby of La Liga this season, of course, and Messi and Neymar doing their thing amongst others. So much to talk about in the Madrid derby. Of course, there was the theme of Thiago coming back after looking like he'd left the club at the end of last season to score an important goal and play a really great match. There's the fact that Real Madrid completely disappeared after the break. The fact that Mono Burgos, the assistant, standing in on the touchline for Diego Simeone and a former goalkeeper himself, having to comfort Iker Casillas at the end after he was given some fearful stick from the Bernabeu. But we're going to talk about Atletico's bench. You don't really think about them having strength in depth, but Antoine Griezmann, the 30 million man who's perhaps surprisingly left as a substitute, came on and instigated the move that ended with Arda Turan, another substitute, such a key player for them, who'd missed the last 3 games against Real Madrid, scoring the goal, and shows that Atletico have got a little bit more in the tank than people credit them for. Now, over in Barcelona, another winning change made with Munir, through no fault of his own, taken off and substituted by Neymar, and a huge impact from him. Not just the fact that he scored the 2 goals to beat Athletic Bilbao after banging on the door for a long time in the game, but the fact that he combined brilliantly with Leo Messi. It's something we saw a little soupçon of in the Gamper Trophy in pre-season, but there they were really firing in that last quarter against Athletic. But it brings up a few questions, of course, because not only do we have to think about in the week that Luis Suarez was cleared to make his debut in El Clásico in October, how he's going to fit in. A few other questions further back in the Barcelona team, with Gerard Piqué having been left out by Spain a couple of weeks ago, left out by Barcelona here. Yes, let's hear it for those keepers. Our old mate, Gorka Iraizoz, of course, of Athletic, frustrating Barcelona for a very long time before he was finally beaten by Neymar. In the derby, Miguel Angel Moya, who was expected to be second choice behind Jan Oblak, really making the place between the post zone and making a couple of really important saves in the first half of that derby. Elsewhere, we have to look at Jesus of Levante. His goal was absolutely peppered by Malaga, but he kept a clean sheet and they managed to take a point away from La Rosaleda. And finally, a word for Sergio Rico, the 21-year-old making his debut for Sevilla, their third choice goalkeeper. Had practically nothing to do all game in the win against Getafe, but when he had to make an important save from Freddy Inestrosa, he did exactly that. Now, this week in Valencia has been about justice for Rodrigo de Paul. You may remember the Argentinian made his debut for Valencia on the first day of the season, coming on as sub for Paco Alcácer. He was sent off in a Liga record of 63 seconds for elbowing Alex Vidal and banned for 4 matches, which the Valencian club feel was pretty harsh. Their appeal was rejected this week, so they really wanted to get the 3 points for him, and they performed really well against Espanyol. There's a feeling that the team's really coming together. Andre Gomes looking really fluent. Rodrigo Moreno, his namesake, the under-21 international, was terrific too, even though he didn't score. And of course, Alvaro Negredo's keen to come through. He won't be able to play till the end of October, but he's so keen to be involved that he's in training with his new teammates already. Big congratulations to Bruno Soriano, simply Bruno as he's known in Spain. The Villarreal captain played his 300th professional game in a rather dour 0-0 draw at Granada. It wasn't really that remarkable for anything else, but he's been such a key player for Villarreal over the years. A defensive midfielder who I've always really liked, a good tackler, but really poised as well. Great on the ball, which is why he was linked with Barcelona quite heavily at one point a couple of years back. He's been through everything with Villarreal. Champions League, relegation, promotion again, very, very loyal. 296 of those games have been for Villarreal. The other 4 have been for Spain, and Vicente Del Bosque, who gave him his debut, has been looking at him again, especially with the injury to Javi Martinez. It could be the moment for Bruno to get a recall. Well, that's it for me for this week. Why don't you get involved? There's a comment section below. Tell us what you enjoyed most about the Madrid derby, what you think turned it, your other highlights of the weekend, whatever you like. Click here to subscribe, because we've not only got the reviews of the weekend, but previews of next weekend's La Liga action. It's going to be a real bumper weekend next week, because we've got the midweek fixtures coming up too. Remember as well, elsewhere on Guardian Football, there are videos on Liga, Bundesliga and Serie A for you to enjoy, so get involved.